box.
It ain't in the box.
The key is in the box. I put it in the box.
That box ain't on the wall.
No, the box that you had the pump in.
Oh, in the fuel pump box.
Yeah.
Okay. That was in the box on the wall.
Nights, particularly the first night of competition, where we did not have to hear Star Spangled Banner ring out through the stadium, and I cannot tell you how happy that made me. They ring out, USA, USA, and I've never wanted to punch someone more.
Well, somebody said that to me, I would lose it. I would literally make them eat every word they just said about me. Because people have done it. Chad McClough, Thorpe, you guys have all talked about me, and I had the last laugh. So, for the Americans, I would watch that thing every single day to give me that little extra bit of just...
What's he doing this? Hold up. What's that not capturing? Oh, there it is.
70 to try to not hurt people's average. Ashkenazi Jews and Eastern Asians, that includes you and I, have the highest IQs, on average 120 and up. Sub-Saharan Africans have an 80 IQ on average. Wow. I'm going to use the clinical word, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the actual threshold for retarded in 1980, like the clinical retarded, was 80 IQ. So they actually had to lower it to 70 to try to not hurt people's feelings, because they didn't want to say an entire group of people were actually like 70%
It ain't gonna hurt their feelings because they're retarded. It ain't gonna bother them.
retarded. It's a problem. On average, Ashkenazi Jews and Eastern Asians.
General Flynn called the producer,
What's up with all them boys up there, them Somalians? What's up with their heads? It's shaped like a light bulb. That's the name of the title. Head shaped like a light bulb. What the hell's going on with them fellas? It's like they're what's that cartoon with the brain? What's that? Mega something? It was a cartoon. Mega Mind.
my show ended at 3 and said it's an emergency, I need to call him. And we had about a 40-minute conversation. And he's gotten a lot of intel on what's going on in the White House, who's involved, what's happening, but it's really bad news, but we have to decide what we're going to do. He's going to come on at 11 a.m. tomorrow and discuss it. But there are people at the highest levels of the White House below Trump basically preparing enemy lists and targeting lists of not just us, but our families. And they got the information through the chatter and what's going on. So they know that the public's waking up demanding action. And so they're basically lining up ways to neutralize people during this movement. And, Flynn can obviously talk to Trump and talks to him, but he's very concerned about Trump himself and what's going on. And so this is the worst news I've ever had in 31 years on air. But we're trying to calibrate how to respond to it, how to deal to it. We don't think Trump overall is bad, but I think the smartest thing is once this information comes out, to have a major public peaceful uprising to draw attention to it, to deal with it. But then there's other options.
So much laughter in the audience tonight.
But no, it's a...
But just let me say this.
They're laughing at you. They're not laughing with you.
Fine.
That interview at the time, it changed everything for you, didn't it?
Well, it changed everything in the sense of I couldn't walk down any street in Britain without being laughed at by most of the people.
You're still obviously bitter about people's rejection of your ideas.
No, absolutely not. What I am is frustrated at watching Orwell's 1984 unfold in front of our eyes by the day. That is frustrating because my children and your children, thank you, are going to have to live in the timescale when the most basics of freedoms are being taken away.
Yeah,
And this is happening all over the world, and it's coordinated. I mean, does anyone really think that George W. Bush is running America? He probably couldn't tie his shoelaces, never mind run a country. Tell me about the project for the new American century. Tell me about it.
I know nothing about it.
Exactly. Well, let me tell you then. In the 1990s, an organization was created in America called the Project for the New American Century, calling for a series of conquests of countries, one of which was Iraq.
No, but honestly,
you say to me...
America
you
is
say
an
to,
open society, isn't it?
Oh, please.
It's not an open society. Well, I thought in my innocence that most Americans would know what was going on in America.
Oh, God.
But it's all, you know it all, and you see how preposterous it is.
What, the fact that you think America's an open society?
No.
Absolutely ludicrous, Terry. I've never heard anything so stupid in my life.
Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. David Icke, thank you. Good luck with your mission.
Pleasure.
Regina. All this fraud going on being exposed. I want to see some people in fucking jail. That's what I want to see. I want to see people in handcuffs.
Carlos Martins Bilongo, when questioned about his LFI party's intention to come to power, Bilongo asserted that he wanted to, quote, show them that we are more numerous and that we are more intelligent. If we've had more children than them, too bad for them. If they wanted to have children, they should have just loved each other, made love and had children. One of the interviewers pointed out that his discourse resembled the concept of the Great Replacement. Mass migration is a deliberate means of demographic replacement in European countries. Denouncing racist remarks, Senator Stéphane Ravière, the only racism still tolerated in France concerns white people. The justice system must crack down to protect them. Yeah, pretty ironic that Bilongo is talking about demographic replacement as a good thing. Given that he previously said that deporting illegal migrants was inhumane because it forces Albanians to mix with Egyptians, apparently the melting pot is only a positive force when it dilutes the white population. Scandal in France.
White power.
We don't fund the IDF.
Do you want to continue to fund the IDF?
We don't fund the IDF.
A few moments later.
So are you okay financially supporting the IDF? Are you okay financially supporting Israel? Do you support that?
I absolutely support that. You want me to tell you why?
Sure, go ahead. Explain to me how explain to my audience how you like your tax dollars going to killing children, please.
See, and then you frame it like that, like such a little.
That's true. That's true.
They frame it to go kill kids. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Do you want to continue to fund the IDF?
How you doing, Moon Man? They done screwed up the game.
Week or so, your colleague Vinay Prasad suggested that 10 children had died.
You see people go to jail for this shit and execute them for killing everybody with the damn COVID vaccine. A lot of y'all got the AIDS. If y'all got that COVID vaccine, a lot of y'all got the AIDS. How'd you get it? Did you get it from your man lover? Or did you get it from the damn jab? I reckon you could, people used to look at people with like AIDS as like, ugh. Because you're gay. Something like that. And then you go, well, I got the AIDS because I got the jab. Well, because you're a dumbass.
Died from the COVID vaccination.
I know I got my damn channel took down because of talking about that shit. Turns out I was true. Where's my back pay at there, YouTube? You bunch of commie pinko sons of bitches.
That obviously could impact the COVID vaccine schedule that's recommended.
Calm down. I had a heart attack the week before Thanksgiving. Tell me you had a heart attack? Yeah, I had a heart attack. Why? Bad living. Not taking care of myself. And I had started back doing my run, walk to try to take care of myself, to lose some weight, to get back in shape. But all that sitting down and playing video games and doing shows, it's taking a toll on me.
recommended, but he didn't provide the evidence that a lot of experts are hoping to see, including factors like the children's ages, medical histories, timelines, documentation of their deaths. He didn't identify the manufacturers of the vaccines that these children may have taken.
Them chairs don't look comfortable. Why are you sitting all up like that? Like you know, I'd sit on back. Look, that looks like leather right there.
Is it premature in your mind to
You can't sit on them things naked.
change
Get all sweaty in the summertime. It sticks to you.
vaccine policy, COVID vaccine policy?
Like the leather seats in my truck. Will I ride around butt naked?
See, before there's more expansive
I ain't got no leather seats in my truck.
data that's provided to experts.
So
But if I did, I'd ride around butt naked.
we've known about children who have died
I told them, they said, you want leather seats? And I said, nope. Don't put no leather seats in my truck because I'll be riding around butt naked all the time and get pulled over.
from the COVID vaccine
And then I wouldn't be able to stop touching myself.
for a while now. It's been reported in medical journals. In the New England Journal of Medicine, there was a young male reported
Why would you be touching yourself, Jamie? Because I'm naked.
as having died from the COVID vaccine directly after vaccine.
That's why I got to get out of the shower. Because I'm in there naked. Well, I'm touching myself. But washing, you're washing that thing too long. It's too long, Jamie. You got to put a time limit on it.
Vaccine-induced myocarditis. There's been a Senate subcommittee report on deaths from the COVID vaccine.
Put some soap on it.
I know of physicians who have directly
It burns. You ain't supposed to get in the pee hole.
seen COVID vaccine deaths in adults. Vinay Prasad
You get soap in your pee hole, it burns.
was very clear. These are rare complications.
That sounds like a title.
But the question is, since the FDA has had this information, do we make it available to the public?
Write that down.
And does the public have a right to this information on COVID vaccine deaths in children that have been verified by career scientists at the FDA? I believe they do. So these were deaths, the data for which accrued in the prior administration. It was not released to the public. We chose to release it to the public, and we do it in a stepwise fashion where there's a top-line announcement, and then we release the details in sort of a scientific.
But why not
peer-reviewed
include those important factors that may give people more insight into the circumstances and the context under which these children lost their lives?
So we do that in a stepwise fashion in science. So we could either not say anything and keep it secret until we have the final report, or we could let people know the top line data and then make the details available, which we plan to do. And it's no surprise, it is consistent with what has already been reported in the literature.
Courts did, and I will never forget the first case I argued when I was challenging the state of California arresting people for driving into a parking lot in a church and opening their windows and hearing the pastor pray and preach a sermon. The court said, "What do you mean strict scrutiny, Ms. Dillon? There's no scrutiny because it's an emergency." I mean, this was one of the most shocking moments. I'm sure if I ever write a memoir, it's gonna be in my memoir, sitting in that chair in the Sea Ranch, California, and hearing a federal judge say that to me. I was literally shocked to my core. But you and I heard it from judge after judge after judge. But the COVID court.
Whoa, what is going on? An estimated $14 million worth of fraud was committed by these three suspects. Christians Petrovskis, Romuns Tisobrits, Normuns Olevickas were arrested for shoplifting and cloning gift cards in Texas.
These people were all here illegally, and they were all here specifically to commit crimes.
The group told investigators that they typically steal gift cards from 10 stores a day, 7 days a week.
America, we got a problem. Whoa, what is going on?
An estimated 14.
Hell, they should have just opened up a Somali daycare.
And he's both very lucky, and then his luck suddenly changed. Our Sabrina Franza live for us at Bally's in River North. And Sabrina, he can't get paid for a jackpot because of his immigration status.
Hey, Marie, normally when somebody wins a jackpot on a slot machine, they're given their award winnings within minutes. But that's not what happened here. It's been over a week, and this person says he still hasn't received a dime.
Been regular since they opened, and I've won like 11 jackpots, I believe, in the press.
past and never had any problem.
This player asked we refer to him as Nick. We are concealing his identity at his request. He expressed concerns as an immigrant in today's political climate. Back on December 20th, he hit the jackpot on a slot machine. He says he presented Bally's Casino with this ID, a legitimate, limited-term, real ID, government issued to those like Nick, asylum seekers with proper documentation, valid for the duration of their authorized stay.
This time, however, they decided to not pay it off because of my limited term ID. And I've always had that kind of idea.
He says his earnings would have been $1,250 that day.
It would mean a lot. It's not, especially now for the holiday.
Holiday. Let me see, hold on. Hello, hello.
Mas eu sei que o Senhor cuida de mim. Amém.
That has consistently been on my mind lately is prayer and how my prayer life has grown.
Chapman. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Who? Yeah, we're doing the parking over here. Yeah, they got an event tonight. Yeah, they got an event tonight. Yeah. Yeah, no, we got me and my guys are taking care of it. Alright. Thanks, sir. Alright. Alright, bye. How about that, Gibson? Can you hear that? Is that better? That says monitor. Can you hear that? Hello, hello? Let's see. Let's see if I can hear it. Hello? Hello, hello? I don't know why it's very low. It's not in the headset, but it's not giving me the option for the. It's not giving me the option for the. Put in default. Default is picking up over here. Realtek, that's what it is. Realtek. Realtek. Everything's all the way up over here. I don't understand what's going on.
Subverting yourself even more to try. People have played a part as well.
Vastly more of your people are responsible.
Yes, but having foreign subversives help those
We're not
things.
foreign. We've been here since 1066.
You are foreign. To me, you're foreign. To me, you're foreign. You disagree.
Well, to me, you're 2% Irish.
I'm an Englishman.
Yes.
I'm looking at you as a Jew, and I'm telling you, you are foreign.
Well, you wouldn't have known that if I didn't tell you.
No, your name's Gold.
Yeah, well, if we change the name.
From Goldstein.
Yeah, we could change it to another name.
Yeah, so that's what you're subverting yourself even more to try and hide amongst the population. It's just proving my point that you people are foreign.
Yeah, I don't think that's really proof. I mean, you just put livrament.
People have played a part as well.
Vastly more of your people are responsible.
Yes, but having foreign subversives help those
We're not
things.
foreign. We've been here since 1066.
You are foreign. To me, you're foreign. To me, you're foreign. You disagree.
Well, to me, you're 2% Irish.
I'm an Englishman.
Yes.
I'm looking at you as a Jew, and I'm telling you, you are foreign.
Well, you wouldn't have known that if I didn't tell you.
No, your name's Gold.
Yeah, well.
said leer, and it wasn't learning. They left the N out because the hard R.
And I'm very glad to see this. I think he totally deserves it. Here's the reason why he deserves it. It's because he just lies to people.
To fix the sound on here. I don't know what's going on.
Well, that's what he does. He lies to people. He misrepresents things, and I don't know really.
I can't hear myself talking. Hold up. I can hear it in the background.
Well, that's what he does. He lies to people. He misrepresents things, and I don't know really.
Let's see. I can hear myself talking. How about that? Can you hear that? Is that better? How about that, Moon Man? Moon Man! I got somebody over here hiding out over here. Hiding out, Moon Man. Let's see if you can hear that. Is that better? Let's see, of course, there. I don't know. It's not going to pick up the damn. If I put the headphones on, it's not going to pick up the.
Why somebody does this, but this is it. And so, and this is at the very core of the Hassan ethos. Okay, this is at the very core. And I'm going to read this word for word, okay? This isn't schizo. You can see this is his real account, 1.6 million followers. That's a lot of people.
Let's see if it picks up the video.
He sent this out to them. This is what Hassan said about Nick Shirley's video. He made the most Israel
so I can hear it like this. Mine just wear the headphones.
To see children in all of these facilities. The most Israel
video. How about that, Gibson?
I'm so
can you hear
that nobody is buying this bullshit anymore.
Somebody's buying bullshit.
This is more embarrassing. It's as embarrassing as right-wingers and these
Happy
MAGA
New Year to y'all out there.
To justify.
Didn't get a chance to say Merry Christmas. Why not? Because I didn't do a show. That's why.
Why?
What did you do for Christmas, Jamie? I got some underwear. And I got a new toboggan. And let's see what else I got. I got some of them new wash gloves. Because Joyce said, you need some gloves. Because my other gloves had holes in them. I don't throw shit away. I said, I know I should have done thrown them away and should have got some. I got them from Sarah, and I think you can pick them up at Walmart. But she got me a pack. But she got two of them because there was only one glove in each pack. What the hell? That's how they make you buy things.
Donald Trump was very clearly
only
friends
tell you
with
one
Jeffrey
at a time.
Epstein.
I'm supposed to get a pair.
No, you see, you don't understand.
The same thing with my socks.
Yeah, but then he said this one thing and then the picture, so you don't know if Donald knew there was.
But I got some new underwear, so I can throw out all the holy pair. I don't like throwing away underwear. Ain't no sense in it. I'm going to wear them one more time. And I'm going to throw them away when I get home tonight. And I get home at night, and I say, I think I could probably wear them again. Ain't no sense in throwing them away. Nothing wrong with them. Ain't nobody looking at my underwear. I ain't trying to impress nobody. And if you don't like my holy underwear, bitch, you can get out.
Picture there, and you don't even know what it was. Jesus.
Moon Man.
Jesus Christ. Just give it a fucking break. Just stop. What are you doing to yourself? Stop hitting yourself. Why are you doing this? Think out loud to how strange it is that a bunch of healthcare services would be in a medical plaza. Surely that's exactly what he was talking about. And I think this is the reason why there's been
fraud. This ain't the only place that shit's going on. It's going on across the country. All these NGO bullshit. And we wonder why we're $30 trillion in debt. Because of all the fucking fraud. You know how you stop it? Well, you catch one of them bastards and you put him in jail. Stop breaking the law. What was that movie? It said, stop breaking the law. You don't want to get locked up. Quit breaking the law.
Backlash against Hassan is that I think that this habit of just regularly lying, making things up.
How many of y'all out there's got holy underwear that you don't want to throw them away because they're like my favorite pair? And I got a pair. Sarah bought me a pair. It's like, the color's like a baby blue. It's striped baby. I said, man, I don't like these damn underwear. She loves them. And that's the only time I wore them was to impress her. I don't like them. They stay over on the left-hand side of the drawer. I don't even hardly wear them. They still brand new. How long you had them, Jamie? About 12 years.
In a way that is...
I don't like that color. Baby blue? Come on, man. What's that? That's that Kennedy blue shit. It's like, that's what the color I think baby blue is, that Tiffany blue.
It's completely disingenuous.
Nobody like that shit.
Completely dishonest.
I got socks with holes in them too, and I ain't throwing them out. Why not? Because I might need some socks. You never know when the shit's going to hit the fan and you ain't got no electricity, and you might have to put on 2 pairs of socks so your feet don't get cold. And that's the only thing that worries me about having this heart attack, because I got to take some Lipics or some kind of Lipics and aspirin forever to keep that stent open, they said. And I said, what happens if something goes on and then I can't get my medication? Because that was in that movie, that book, 1 second after. You know, that's the people that die first, is the people that stuck on medications that's got to have it.
Totally misrepresentative. This is what he does. And so
I got a 30-year supply.
A professional liar. That's what he is. He's a professional liar. Basically, any conflict, any issue, Hassan will always take the opposite side of America. That this is, and again, you can just take this and think about it.
And then I got to wear this they call it a life vest. It's a defibrillator. What's that mean, Jim? Well, I reckon if my heart stops, it'll shock me. Donnie had that done, but Donnie had one put in. They put one in, a defibrillator for it. He said he's got shot with that thing.
And then listen to what he says in the future, right? If you have to. And so my point is, like, think about the Iran thing. He's against America.
How about ladies out there? Y'all got some holy underwear that y'all won't throw away because you like them?
America.
We don't care what they look like, as long as they on the floor.
Think about Venezuela thing, against America. Think about this.
Where you like your clothes, her clothes over there?
Think about
on the floor piled up.
The Ukraine thing. He turned that into being partially against America too.
Wearing them damn sweatpants around the house all the time. Exactly. That's sexy though.
So yeah, he calls it America bad. Yes,
he got banned for a fucking misunderstanding. This motherfucker.
I need to learn how to sew, cause I got some shorts that's got a hole in them too, and it's like my basketball shorts that I like to lounge around the house in, but it got a hole in the crotch. I need to learn how to sew. Maybe get some fishing line, tie them up like that.
This was not a misunderstanding. It was very clear. It was very obvious. He said it in plain English. It's a misunderstanding. Yeah, all right. Twitch is at fault because they didn't understand the high IQ opinion of whenever you said to kill Rick Scott, you didn't really mean to say kill Rick Scott.
Mass follow botted. Yeah, that happens all the time. Do you want to know why that happens all the time?
No, it doesn't.
Because they want to fucking spam slurs in the chat. And when they do that, we actually fucking eradicate them. Yeah, we know what the fucking follow bots are, dipshit. That's not viewership bots.
Who said that? Let's see if he did it again today, or if his channel got botted again today.
Homemade air conditioners. That's right, Moon Man.
Let's see. Okay,
keeping it fresh. Put some baby powder on it.
Did it again today for followers or not? Oh, wow. Looks like he didn't. So look at this. Isn't this crazy how... So you had one graph that's like this. This is today. Wow, it's great. But then yesterday it was 4,000. 4,000, and wow, this 20 minutes was crazy, wasn't it? What a massive coincidence. Who could have predicted this?
I don't even know what they're talking about. White power!
We're living in the past.
No, I'm not living in the past.
That's gone.
England's not gone. England...
Anglo-Saxon England.
Yeah, we're so bad and everybody wants to come over here and live. Why y'all want to live over here if we're so bad? Get your ass out of this country. I don't have no problem with what the man said. He's in England. England's a shithole. So was America. Jamie, look up there and they brought all them Somalians in up here and then they elected Ilhan Omar, her and her brother lover, that they've been sleeping together probably because they got married. If I'm going to marry somebody, I'm getting some of that. Well, he wouldn't have did. That's his sister. Well, he married her. What are you getting married for?
stand on God!
Stand your ass up and be proud of what color you are. They are.
All lives matter!
Bunch of white pussies out here, especially these liberal women. Like that Nick Shirley video when he's up there checking on them daycares and that old white lady was out there going, eyes, eyes. That's the problem with America is liberal women like her.
That name, the Canadian, used to mean something. And by the grace of Almighty God, it will again. How can politicians be the kind of leader Canadians deserve? Leaders like Isaac Brock, when they cannot even tell you what a Canadian is. We, the loyal sons of this nation, are not defeated. We are unbroken. We are unafraid. And we are not going to go home because we are home.
It ain't nowhere for us to run to.
The Canadian Brainwashing Corporation.
There ain't nowhere for us to go to.
It's Ivory Hecker.
A.K. Kamara.
2 independent journalists out here at the Quality Learning Center in Minneapolis. You guys asked us to come.
Learning Center, that's what it was. Quality Learning Center. They covered it up because they couldn't spell that right. Apparently they got the address wrong on the door too. Nicolette Suite B. They got the address wrong. But this says Quality Learning Center. It's supposed to be Learning Center, but they left out the N. What are you going to be leering over there? What is leering? Is that looking at somebody wrong? He's leering at me again. They teach him how to do that in this. It's daycare, making billions, millions and billions. Shitload of money.
Check out what is actually.
You can't say nothing about that, you racist son of a bitch. Oh, so I can't say nothing about somebody that's stealing my money. I can't say nothing because I'm racist because I say that? Oh, so it's okay to steal shit as long as you're of a person of color. Gotcha. Oh, that's why I'm a black lesbian.
Happening with daycare centers in Minnesota is taxpayer funding being
stealing money.
So,
and it's everywhere, man. People are going to all kind of daycare. All of these places, and it's mostly these Somalian women with their hijabs on, and they're answering the door, and then they don't speak English good, and they go, no, slam a door in their face. How are you receiving all this money? Where's the kids at? And this is government money's coming to you because of that? Now I can't open up a daycare center? What?
Punishment. The Palestinians, Hamas who attacked Israel. Do you think the collective...
You get arrested over in England for saying this shit.
Punishment on Palestine is justified?
No, not really, but it's a war. That's war, unfortunately.
Yes, but it is collective punishment, though, isn't it?
So he's a Jew.
On October the 7th.
Yeah.
And
this is not an easy... These are difficult philosophical questions.
So this is the thing. Like, your people are collectively punishing people right now, but me suggesting it is in the UK is all of a sudden...
It's at war with a different nation. And
doesn't
the
matter.
Rules, yeah, of course it does. Of course it does.
It's not a fair war. It's not a fair war at all. You're bombing children.
Yeah, you're killing kids.
Unfortunately, that's happened, and that's Hamas's fault for putting them in the way of.
It's Hamas's fault for doing
it. So you're okay. Yeah, but this is the thing. You're okay with collective punishment.
I don't think I am, but it's an interesting point. I think it's really hard to get to those. What do you do with that? What do you do when it's a war?
109 countries they got kicked out of. How come, Jamie? It was because of that country. The country just didn't like them. That's why. All 109 of them didn't like them. That's right. All 100. It wasn't their fault. What was they doing? Debauchery shit. Why did Jesus go in and run them up out of the temple? So Jesus is an anti-Semite too? Is Jesus anti-Semite? I think he is.
Whether I agree or disagree is irrelevant.
That's my biggest reason for not liking your ass, because you killed my king.
Well, do you agree with that?
No. I don't think you should be bombing children like you are. You're flattening their country. Of course, you can retaliate. You can retaliate when you're attacked, right?
Yeah. Well, they've done that 100 times, and they keep getting attacked and killed.
And now you've flattened their homeland, and there are loads of dead children.
Unfortunately, that's what's happened.
Yeah, that's what's happened. Yeah, fucking satanic bitches.
A lady, the commissioner, Vicky Brown said you guys were closed a week ago.
They got their shirts made up. Leering Center.
Not true what you guys are saying.
I don't have anything to do with that business. I don't have anything to do with that business. What you got on? Oh my God. You're the infamous Nick Shirley who's getting dollars off of YouTube.
I have a question. If
Right.
someone could answer.
Oh, hey, brother.
This
All right, let's move up to don't say something.
This facility is licensed
Oh,
for
it is going to make sense because he's
How many
getting
children
money.
are here?
Because he's getting dice.
Yeah, but
99?
This man just brought my wallet back. I just left my wallet out there. I appreciate you.
Yeah, this is the mother claim. So, I'm sorry, what was your question?
Department of Children, a lady.
Stop stealing money, bitches. You can't reset your body count.
Become a born-again virgin.
Become a born-again virgin. How you do that?
Sorry, we got fight for purity. Oh my God.
She's a whore. Body count reset.
Okay, this is not Christianity. It's some weird therapeutic fiction. These women are confusing spiritual forgiveness with physical reality. Virginity is a bodily state, not an effect of redemption. So, ladies, for those of you who have fornicated, being born again doesn't make you a virgin again. It doesn't reset your body account. It does mean
Don't get it up in the
that
shop.
Christ bore your shame and guilt for those sins.
What is it?
And makes you righteous.
You check
by
see if it's
faith.
got a what's called.
But if you want to be a born
What are you
again
looking for?
virgin, then you must actually be a virgin.
Is that the last
and
bottle?
Be born again.
Look right there. Is that brake clean? That's brake clean. I have more bottles than that. Right there in that box.
In order to de-Zionize the United States. I've heard it
What's
said
that?
unless we end the occupation in Palestine,
I
we
have more
will all
bottles
be
than that, man.
enslaved. I argue that unless we end the occupation of Zionism in the United States, the people in Palestine and other
What got
places
back?
around the Middle East
What
are
got
in
back?
grave jeopardy. It is necessary to de-Zionize the American political class.
Old man
to
says he's working all the
stop
time now.
future genocides like the one that's underway right now. It is incumbent upon us as Americans to oppose the political operatives that are enabling the mass slaughter of civilians in the Gaza Strip.
That's right, Zionist bullshit.
Disciplinary reports in order. It took me all day. Now, I did 6 months at least in the hole at Northern Neck, and by law, I was pretrial. They are not allowed to put me in the hole without explicit or express permission by the marshals. And if they're going to put me in the hole, then it's only to keep me in the hole from either myself, my personal safety, or the personal safety of their staff or whatever. And then they have to move me. Now I was there for a year. Now this is the law. This is the marshals. It starts at 2:32, or I'm sorry, 12:29, because I was asking for a bar of soap, and they locked me down 24/7 for COVID, even though I was in a COVID pod, without a TV, without any games, anything like that. So I demanded a bar of soap. And each one of these is another disciplinary record. So I did 6 at least, and they definitely weren't targeting me at all. Nope. My law.
Do you like the justice system? Nope.
And today I got invited to go testify before the House Oversight Committee in Washington, D.C. next Wednesday, January 7th. I'm there to talk about the massive fraud under Tim Walz's failed leadership in Minnesota. I look forward to going with my colleagues from the House Fraud Prevention Committee and talk about how we have been leading the fight to expose the fraud and hold agencies accountable for many months. I also look forward to talking about how to protect whistleblowers and for patterns that other states should be looking for in their own state programs. But I want to assure you, I am not going to spend $430,000 of taxpayer money to prepare for this hearing. I know the facts and I'm ready to go. So tune in next Wednesday, January 7th at 9 a.m. Central Time for the House Oversight Committee hearing.
Great grandmother. Yeah. You stole your whole lineage out. Race mixing bullshit.
Hi, my name is Maria Farmer, and I am a whistleblower. In 1996, I reported Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Alan Dershowitz, and did I mention Leslie Wexner? Yeah, so the Wexners kidnapped me, and they held me on their property, which was 330 acres, okay? And then in the Washington Post, they claimed that I was on Epstein's property, but there was no access to get to this guest house that Leslie Wexner designed based on the Rotunda, which is the Capitol building in Ohio. And this was very much Wexner's property. It was just a few feet away,
41.
a couple hundred yards away from the main house. And I was watched, for whatever reason, by 3 guards the whole summer. I believe I know those reasons, but I won't get into them here right now. But I believe it was a grander scheme to traumatize me and take my little sister, which was just unacceptable. I mean, first of all, my sister wasn't offered up to these people. It's disgusting. She was in high school, and I was in graduate school when this occurred. And so it's really important that people understand this could happen to anyone's children. So please do your part and help us spread the word. We're getting ready to make a big deal with the feds, and we're going to need all the support we can get. So if you can share this video,
they
let
ain't
people
doing
know
shit. How do you
about
know,
George.
Jamie? Because ain't nobody in jail. That's how.
Everyone, I am a gay homosexual. Ew, sick. Bro, what are you even talking about?
Honey, I don't think now is the best time for an announcement like that.
Hope you didn't want grandkids, Mom, because this queen thinks girl parts are icky. Dude, you like other guys? Nasty, dude. Correction, I like you, specifically. Hot stuff.
How is telling us this going to help us beat Vecna?
Gonna stick my stranger thing in Vecna's upside down until he gets AIDS. Fabulous! Alright, I'm out. Yeah, me too.
What the hell?
Look at this cooking oil.
Uh-oh.
You don't see it, but look at the stuff on the bottom.
Stuff in the bottom
when
of
I'm through with this, it'll be crystal clear.
Yeah, you put that stuff, that fry shit in there, and it cleans it out.
And I finally figured out how to do it again. See that water here? That's about 1.25 cups. I'm gonna put some
cornstarch.
Cornstarch is what I'm putting in here. We're gonna let it sit a minute.
That's if you want to keep your oil. He's got some on his shirt right there, or he was doing blow.
And what's gonna happen is they're going to the bottom, and we gotta stir, stir, stir. Let me show y'all what temp is. Y'all see that?
Let's see. It says 412.
412 degrees.
That's hot.
Okay. Yeah. Now, like I said,
you can make some corn hush puppies.
It's gonna go about against everything you ever been taught your whole life. Now I got my cornstarch in here. We're gonna start dumping it real slow. Dump a little
might
bit.
want to step back.
Got to do this. I usually do all this outside.
So you don't start a fire.
Let it cook down a little bit. Watch this. All right, y'all. We're gonna let it cook down a little bit. It'll take a few minutes. You'll be wanting to go in right now and do something, but don't. Gotta let it come up.
Gotta have patience.
You'll see these little white bubble things coming up here. All that's got to be brown. What it's doing is making like a cake. It's slowly coming to the top.
Yeah, it's like making corn hush puppies.
Just about there.
And you can eat them things that get cooked up in there if you want to. Get you some ketchup.
Okay, it's starting to get kind of hard here. I'm gonna kind of flip it onto each other like that.
Look at that.
Watch this, y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna go ahead and take this out. Let it drain down a little bit.
Well, just throw it right out there in the yard.
Go by it? Yeah, right. We're going to throw that.
Throw it right out there in the yard.
Tonight.
Dog will get it.
Good and clean. It's ready to cook with again. It don't have all the smell in it or nothing. And look, you can see the bottom of it.
Oh. That's clean right there, buddy.
Yes, hello, what? Yeah, I was just hoping I could ask a few questions about this daycare. Of course, kids are doing activities as we speak. So this is our mathematics room. More specifically, though, counting.
2 million, 1, 2 million, 2, 2 million, 3, 2 million, 4, 2 million, 5, 2 million.
On to the next room. Next on the tour, our music class.
If you need a new shirt or maybe some pants, just apply for government grants.
Aren't they adorable? You know, I actually had a couple questions. Next. Okay, and here we...
Jay, the red tape, tell the government to pony up or we're going to have another conversation.
Wrong room. And if you'll follow me out this way, you'll see our strength training area.
Cash is loaded, Tommy.
Was that a bag of cash? How are you making so much money? They just give us the shit, if you'll believe it. I don't even know what to do with it. Sorry, I got your wife on the phone. She wants approval for a girl's trip to Fiji. What's 100,000? Tell her to run the daycare my card. Yeah, you're good to go. Just charge it to the daycare.
Back in Europe, and by extension, America, Canada, and Australia, the indigenous people, cultures, and nations have now lost the right to exist in their own homelands and are now facing extinction. In fact, today it is basically a crime for an area to be too white. No school, no town, no nation is allowed to be white anymore. Yet there are no one pushing for Israel, the Middle East, Africa, or Asia to become multicultural, right? The indigenous people of Europe are treated like second-class citizens in their own countries. The governments are actively working to lift up so-called minorities and push whites down. As an example of the utter hypocrisy, Israel, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait, and Bahrain have refused to take in refugees. So, have you seen any media footage about this? Have you seen anyone calling them racist? While white European women of childbearing age today are a small minority of 2% of the entire world's population, they are encouraged to breed outside of their own race, to throw away thousands of years of ethnic heritage and culture. The result will be that those pure genetics that have been refined in Europe for thousands of years will be gone forever.
Yep. Means I'm going to have to go out and start knocking some white girls up. Reckon I'm going to have to get my child support payments.
Joey, my son, little Joey here. Is there paperwork or can I check out the daycare? No. Why can't I check out the daycare? Okay, but if
she don't even
This
know what
story
he's
goes
talking
from
about.
bad to worse to tragic pretty quick, while layers of government and agencies just ignore all of it. She's clearly been beaten and there are tears in her eyes. Someone should do a welfare check because she's probably even missing now for just opening the door and talking to a man. Imagine if there would have been actual children here, what would their faces have looked like? People need to remember that this culture is okay with cousin marriages, child brides, female genital mutilation, to name a few, and it has no place in our country. Get it out. Did anyone notice in Nick Shirley's expose?
Get it out.
I'm going to talk about how the average American is starting to feel as major corruption is being exposed, especially now with the case in Minnesota and the
Robbie Downtown Brown, how you doing? Robbie, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Daycare fraud. This is not just about money being stolen anymore. It's about a growing feeling that being a good citizen, being a hardworking person, paying your taxes may not be worth it. People are starting to feel stupid. They think, well, I'm here, I'm playing by the rules. You got to drop that tank though, right? If you did do working hard, I'm providing for my family, I'm doing the hard work, and I'm the idiot. You see the memes online, and we laugh, you know, like, oh, me on my way.
Don't need to figure out what it is. Huh?
He is asking for peace. And most women don't even know what that means. Peace is not silent.
Put it in the seat. Here, put it in the seat because that's where it was. Just put it in the seat. That way it don't get lost in here.
Peace is not you shutting
Y'all got it in the shop?
up when you're mad. Peace is coming home to a woman who is not at war with him. A woman who doesn't pick fights over dishes, doesn't weaponize sex, doesn't throw his mistakes from 3 years ago back in his face every time he forgets to text back. Men do not leave because you gained weight. They leave because the energy in the house feels like a battlefield and he is tired of being the enemy. You want to know why he works late, why he takes the long way home, why he seems distant? Because home stopped being his refuge and started being where he gets attacked. Here's what women don't understand. When a man feels respected, desired, and at peace, he will move mountains for you. He will provide, protect, rebuild, stay loyal. But drain him? criticize every move, make him feel like nothing he does is ever enough, he doesn't explode. He just unplugs. And by the time you notice, he's already gone. You can have the marriage you want, or you can have your ego. Pick one tonight. Your man is not asking for much. He is asking for peace. And
straight people have the second most, and then lesbian. Gay guys have the most sex. Straight people have the second most, and then lesbians have the least sex at 0 sex because you need a penis for sex. And well, I don't. You know, why when a girl eats out a girl, they call it sex, but then when I ate a girl out in high school and told all my friends I fucked her, everyone called me Ryan the Liar for the entire semester. Gay guys have...
Of Canada, you then hope to change the way our political parties go. Is that it?
Yeah. I believe that if we can make a set of ideas popular, then we'll change the direction of all mainstream political parties, because that's what they do. They shift, just like we saw from the Liberals this year. They shift and transform based off of what they believe is popular.
Okay, I hear that. So what do you want to change in the political culture?
Well, we want to popularize a more nationalist worldview, and specifically the concept of remigration.
Remigration, okay, what's that?
It's pretty self-explanatory. It's really the opposite of immigration.
You sound stupid here. Self-explanatory, but go ahead.
It's really the opposite of immigration. So instead of bringing people here, it's sending people back to their home countries.
Yep.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
What are you doing?
Time in prison, didn't you?
Good, bring that up.
20 Somalian daycares within 3
So
blocks.
as you can see, no one here is answering. It's just past 10 a.m. right now. Hello, looking to get some information about childcare? Okay, so as you can see...
Yep.
I wanted to see what would happen if I sent my pet lizard DNA into 23andMe. And so with the help of my wife, we extracted enough saliva to send off in the mail. We were so excited to see the results. After about 3 months, we were shocked. My lizard was 51% Ashkenazi Jewish. He was also 48% West Asian. This was really interesting. They also gave us a little bit of his background and his history, what he liked to eat, etc. Let us know which animal's DNA we should.
Tim Walz has finally responded to the Nick Shirley footage exposing fraud all across the state of Minnesota. Now, before I play
Historical city of McDonough, Georgia. That's where Robbie's at.
the clip,
It's where they had that train wreck back in, I can't remember the exact year, but it was a terrible train wreck, and there's dead people everywhere. And they drug them up to the courthouse square and put them in the buildings up there. There was just dead people everywhere.
pause this, leave a comment, and guess, how did Tim Walz respond?
Some of them bodies they didn't ever find.
Say, we're doing our due diligence and we'll be investigating? Did he, B, commend Nick Shirley on his journalism? Or did he, C, call Nick Shirley a white supremacist?
This is what happens when they scapegoat. And this is what happens when they no longer hide the idea of white supremacy.
White supremacy. Blah, 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 blah. Who gives a... That's right, white supremacy. You're a white supremacist. Okay. You know, that shit don't... Racist. Okay. Homophobic. Yep. Got that too. What about Islamophobic? Yep. That's me.
If you guess C, you are correct. Tim
Who
Walz
gives a rat's ass? You gonna
the-
call me a name? I don't give a rat's ass. Well, they gonna call you a racist, Jamie. So?
Bro, what is this?
A flag.
So what type of flag, though?
It's a Nazi flag.
Bro, this flag big as hell. Bro, what is this?
Let me stretch it out.
Oh, fuck no, bro. What is this?
Well, what, you can't show a Nazi flag?
So what?
Oh, wow.
Laundry, daycare, everything's paid for the Massachusetts taxpayer masterclass, corruption, and laundry and votes.
Facility. I am doing a story on Holiday Inns in the area, and I just wanted to ask a few questions.
And I'm gonna have to ask that you either stop recording or leave.
Oh, it's by Elliott Human Services.
Yeah.
This company I know, they charge $42 per meal from the taxpayer. What do you do for work here?
It's private property, you're trespassing.
Okay. Will you keep saying that?
You're trespassing.
All these people need to be locked up because they're part of it. They're complicit in the crime. Because they're like co-conspirator.
You're trespassing, you have to leave or be arrested.
My name is John Featherston. I'm a former migrant shelter director in Massachusetts. I helped out in a couple different sites.
Yeah, you should be locked up too.
She started lifestyle vlogging.
How far along is it?
Well, it started with just a couple of cooking TikToks. Now she's filming in the gym, at restaurants, on the plane.
It's already spread outside the house.
Yesterday, she decided to put me in a video, and apparently her followers liked that dynamic. Now I wake up this morning with a camera in my face. I didn't even have coffee yet, Dan!
Fortunately, you are content now.
How long do you think I have?
1, maybe 3 weeks before you're a full-blown influencer couple. And enjoy every minute, because it won't be long before you can't even take a shit without a camera in your face.
Dude, am I ever gonna be able to go anywhere without her filming again?
You're gonna do whatever the algorithm tells you, man. Couples challenges?
No.
Relationship pranks? Oh. She's gonna wanna put makeup on you soon, dude.
You're lying.
And you better respond properly to those relationship pranks or you're gonna be doing 20 more like it's f***ing Groundhog Day.
Shut the f*** up. Take it back.
I'm sorry, but she's the algorithm's girlfriend now.
Oh, how the f*** would you know?
My wife's been vlogging too. And she had a good job before.
There's gotta be something we could do.
You're not getting it. Any resistance is going to be interpreted as not supporting her dream. You better get a smile ready, or those 12 followers are going to eat you alive. And if those followers aren't happy, no one's happy.
Dan, I need you to give it to me straight right now. Am I even going to make any money on this thing?
Best case scenario, $3K a year tops. And she can make a lot more if she breaks up with you and shows her tits, which she'll remind you of, by the way.
That's right.
It's mold proof, it's EMF proof.
Moonwood.
It's absolutely remarkable. And I think people need to look
What the hell is
this.
Moonwood?
This is a discovery that I found back last year when I was getting into electroculture. And what Moonwood is it's wood that is cut during this winter solstice. So right when this energy is very, very high and the sap of the tree is very low, it creates this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wood that is very, very powerful. It's fireproof, it's mold proof, it's EMF proof. It is absolutely remarkable. And I think people need to look into this because a lot of people don't realize that wood can be completely fireproof, and that is Moonwood. And there's a fellow in Austria who discovered this. He was cutting wood during the winter solstice, and he noticed that the tree sap was completely out of the tree, so the wood would be fireproof, mold proof, EMF proof, the whole entire thing. Yes, somebody's saying healthy homes right here. Moonwood Homes. Yes, that's what we need to bring back. Moonwood Homes. And that's the thing. You don't have to use all the toxic polymers and chemicals and everything else that they sell to people. We could be using Moonwood. And it's just wood that is...
It's good.
Coincidence. And you all tell me if it's as wild as I think it is. Back in the 90s, when I was in high school, I was an extra on a couple of films. And one in particular was Snake Eyes, a film that starred Nicolas Cage. And do you want to know where I was an extra on that film? At the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Okay? Do you want to know the plot of that movie?
What was it?
It involves an assassination of a politician named Charlie Kirkland. He was shot. The name of the person who shot Charlie Kirkland was named Lincoln Tyler. The tagline for the movie Snake Eyes? Believe everything except your eyes. Does anyone else find that?
Yeah, it's weird.
Me, but they're not a parallel. So, but I will say this. It is a terrific and provocative book in this sense, that it introduces people to the idea that this was not all white hats and black hats. And certainly the German regime was guilty of aggressive war, and the Germans started it when they invaded Poland, and the manifest atrocities of Hitler are unpardonable, inexcusable. But good heavens, look at what Stalin, look at that monster we allied ourselves with. You know, as of September 1, 1939, I figured out Hitler's dead, deliberately you can say, from actions here, his regime, Kristallnacht and the Rome Purge being the two greatest ones. The dead from that were something in the hundreds, probably 300, 400. And I've seen estimates by American historians that he probably had 25,000 people in concentration camps like Dachau. At that point in time, Stalin's victims probably numbered 10 million dead, include 5 to 9 million Ukrainians, all the people Lenin was executing left and right, and Trotsky and these animals were executing and starving, and the democides, as they've been called. And here we ally ourselves with this monster to kill Adolf Hitler.
Yep. We was on the wrong side.
Well, the answer is no. They're rounding up everybody who is involved in fraud.
No, they're not rounding up everybody.
They're all talking about Somalis. That's the point. I want them to round up anyone who is involved in defrauding American taxpayers of what apparently amounts to $9 billion in a very, very small state. Somali, whether they're citizens, immigrants, white, I don't care.
You don't care if they target
one fraud to stop.
But do you support the targeting of this one community or not?
I support the
you think
targeting.
that's the right thing to do?
I support the targeting of people engaged in fraud.
But do you support the targeting of the Somali American community as directed by the President of the United States based on their ethnicity?
That's not what he said.
That's it.
That is precisely what he said.
If they are engaged in fraud and because they're American citizens, should that make them immune?
That's a straw man argument.
No.
Just answer the question.
I did.
Should we
I want
target
anyone
people
involved in
based on
fraud
their
to be targeted.
ethnicity?
Anyone involved in fraud.
But not based on their ethnicity.
I want it based on whether they're involved in fraud.
Is it really so hard to answer that question?
Yes.
Scott?
I want it.
Yes.
Yeah, shut up, Jew. How much you want to bet this guy's a Jew?
The only criteria I have is fraud.
We shouldn't target people based on their ethnicity? I can say that. Can you say that?
I can say
I
that.
can say it. Everyone here can say
Anyone's not a deplorable human
Look,
being.
CNN sucks.
You shouldn't
Scott
target
Jennings
people.
won't say that. Why won't you say that?
Because
Scott?
I don't agree that that's what's happening. I don't agree with your fallacy. I don't agree with your stupid
Ad hominem attacks are the lowest form of argument, Scott.
The lowest form of
He's
argument
always
is to come out
stupid.
here and accuse me of some kind of
I know,
race-based argument. There's $9 billion in
asking you for
fraud,
what you believe.
and you don't care. That's the main problem.
So look, hold on a
I
second.
think we've seen
Hold on a
clearly
second.
what Scott thinks about it.
Hold on a
Yeah, I
second.
think we've seen.
And this
So there are a
bitch
couple
right
of
here,
things.
this black bitch.
Yesterday,
Racist black bitch. All right there, fellas. Nice seeing y'all again. Stuart's coming in. Hey, are you taking a shower before or after? I'm letting him know. You doing one before or after? He don't know when. He said just tune in. Y'all will be notified. Click the bell and you will be notified. Showering with Stuart. Y'all have a happy new year, and we will see y'all when? I don't know. Later.
Saint Nick with a wrench in hand, fixing up his big old ride. Semi-truck, not sleigh this year, needs to make it home by night. Carols playing on the radio, snowflakes fall within the light. Santa breathing heavy sighs, knows he's got to make it right. Hell, Santa's working on the double, grease and sweat mixed in his beer. Hopes to beat the midnight hour, home with family so revered. Reindeer resting in the barn, elves off duty for the day. Santa's got the tools in hand, wants to make it home to play. Christmas lights upon the dash, guiding him through frosty roads. Truck is roaring down the way as he's counting every load. Hell, Santa's working on the double, grease and sweat